If any of you do remember me from last year, I won't take my hair off this time. It's going back. December 15th, 2016, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at 25 years old. 16 months later, I've had fertility treatments to freeze my eggs, genetic testing, a port placement, 6 rounds of chemo, 2 breast surgeries and lymph node removal, and 4 months of chemotherapy. I'm happy to say that I am now going on 10 months cancer-free. My journey all started at Planned Parenthood when I went in for a breast exam after finding a lump. The nurse practitioner wrote me a prescription for an ultrasound that day. Later, I had a doctor I had never met write me prescriptions for biopsies that would ultimately lead to my diagnosis and the treatment that saved my life. I feel very fortunate to have gone to Planned Parenthood, where they take women's health concerns seriously. I currently have a friend in Georgia who's 27 and presenting with the same symptoms I had when I was diagnosed. Let's call her Dana. Doctors are refusing to do any type of scan on Dana because they say she is too young for breast cancer. She had to find a loophole in her insurance just to get screened and is still pushing to get an ultrasound over 2 months later. Not only that, she said going to the doctor's office is like the 1960s in regard to women's health care. Dana likes to get STD testing every 6 months or whenever she's considering a new partner, which is an incredibly responsible thing to do, especially for a 27-year-old. She has said that she has to demand a full blood panel and has been told by her doctors that it's silly to get tested that often. The irony of it is that there's often a poster of STDs hanging up on the wall. And that is the current picture of women's health care in many parts of the United States. A woman demanding to make choices about her own body with morbidities hovering over her shoulder while a doctor tells her that what she wants is nonsense. We are incredibly privileged in the access we have to multiple healthcare options and are fortunate enough to have easy access to Planned Parenthood clinics. But millions of women in this country are not as lucky. We need to remember that the fight is not over. We must continue to use our voices and real scientific facts to push even harder to make sure that all women in America have access to the health care they need and deserve. Thank you.